Alrighty, guys. It is 3:30 this Thursday, April 24th, and I think I missed the 1:30 update. I was busy doing stuff. Sorry about that. But so you can see, we have I think Trump said confirmed some meeting with China. It's kept the market going. And we were in pretty good shape. I tried a couple of trades on the ES today. That's all I tried. But we've been in a net move to the upside, a net risk on kind of a day. We're right up here against the 5500s, taking it out up here almost at the 5520s. But again, here's where you find good resistance. This is a pretty strong area of resistance, and chances are they're going to fail taking it higher. Now, I could be wrong. It could be a day like when one of these days they're going to bust through this area. Just the question is when. So they're right up here against resistance, and I would be looking for short setups all the way up here to the potential 55, 60 to 70 area. A little bit of caution on them. You'll see how strong this is right now, but right, it looks like they run out of gas right at that 5,500, or yes, a little bit above it. So I did take two trades this morning. First of all, we said we were range bound this morning, and I tried one short trade after this big move to the downside. The first one that was did not work out. Fairly aggressive. I never ended up repairing it. I had a repair going early on, but I opted not to after they started going against me. So just let it stop me out. And you can see there was no relief. And you sat in that trade, it was going to be barely no relief. Maybe a rotation down here got you scratched, but not much going on. So that was just a flat out loser. And then I tried one more long trade here later in the session, and that was after the 2 o'clock hour. When the 2 o'clock hour did not quite fail, it looked like it was starting to actually, so you see these lower high or sort of higher lows on the way up. Figured out we had a good shot at retesting that high, so I hopped on a long trade here, and they got a nice move up here to that 55.10s. And I kind of just sat in that trade for a bit, and I moved my stop up to this level when they were extending to the upside. And of course, in the end period, they knocked me out of that thing. I could have gotten another $30 out of that trade if I aggressively took myself out of it. But I was thinking that they can get up to that 55.20s. It never happened. But I took the shot and got a little bit by maybe half of my money back from that morning trade. So I'm still down. I haven't really traded it since. So two trades on the ES, down 37 on those two trades. So one loser, one smaller winner. That's about it. And let's see if they can hold on to these gains. Now watch these this double print here at 54.85. And that area comes out. That's when I start thinking about maybe we're going to retrace a little bit harder. But they can hold above it. I'm going to start off from the long side of the market. I'm going to buy weakness. If they close below it, then that's going to go back range bound. But mindful, we are up against pretty good resistance up here. So these levels definitely going to be worth watching for potential short setups. But as you can tell, when it grinds like this, you just have to be careful about the short side because you can get caught and get squeezed a lot harder than you can sit through. So anyway, so that's the ES right now. Two trades on that one winner, one small loser. That's about it. Now, looking at the Nasdaq and the bonds. Bond market back up here to the 115, so they're kind of still holding in the range, I would say. So they're not quite going out of the way, but a little bit to the upside. And I would just say they're still range bound. They haven't quite taken out that 115.10. That's the level above that one. That's when we were looking at potentially moving this to the moving into more of a long bias, but they never got that high. So the range bound trading on the bonds still going into the overnight. Nasdaq also spectacularly good. Big move to the downside, taking out key resistance, and they're almost up here. They're almost up into that three-letter edge. So unless they close below this that four-letter edge at the 115s here, that ledge, I'm going to be starting off on the long side, looking to buy weakness. I'm going to adjust these levels a bit going into tomorrow, but looking to buy weakness for rotations back up. If they close below that 100 to 115 area, back range bound we go. But at this point, we are in that congestion area, and Nasdaq is set up for potentially taking out the resistance and start trading higher. We will see. It's still too volatile, still too many cross currents, but you know, at this point, a lot of people are bargain hunting on these big tech stocks because they are definitely cheap. So, and then finally, oil and gold. Gold just range bound, not going anywhere. Have not traded gold. They're still holding below that 33.60s. So starting off range bound on gold, sell strength up to the 33.70s. Look to buy weakness down to that 33.20s again. And that's pretty much the same dynamic as we had this morning. And then oil, they are pretty much in a range. They have not traded up, but one attempt to take it above 63 failed. They're back holding in the range. So I would just say range bound trading on oil. At this point, look to sell strength up to the 63.20s, buy weakness down to the 62.15s, and then let's see what side they're going to go on here. So that's it. So 2 trades so far, and pretty much yes, a small loss, $37 out of that. So we'll leave it there. Back to the ES, and let's see if you can hold on to the gains. Maybe show a little bit of strength going into the close. That would be nice. It's pretty darn strong day all day. So it's pretty good profit taking dynamic into the close. Would suck, but it would not be completely surprising. We will see. Alrighty, guys. We'll wrap it there, and I'll see you back in the morning, Friday, and I'll take it from there. Alrighty, guys. All right, now, before I leave, hang on. News for Friday. Oh, yes, consumer sentiment at 10. That's it. So one piece of news, consumer sentiment at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Alrighty, we'll see you in the morning. Later.